Hello, and welcome to Sisters in Lit and Life, where we discuss the lit we read and life. I'm Layla.
I'm Rayn.
I'm Whitney.
I'm
That's
Trina.
Trina.
Oh, Shannon.
Sorry.
This
It's always
close.
like
We're
the
this
down.
close.
So close.
What did
So
I
close.
mess up already?
You was a
Like,
little,
I
you
think
was
it's
a
just
little slow.
delay.
You was a little slow, a little delayed.
Just a little bit.
Man, I
It's
blame.
all right. It's all right. Since she missing her twin, I think that's what it is. That's what we're gonna blame it on. Okay, so
All right.
guys, we missed you all last week. We had an unexpected emergency that came up for one of our fellow podcast members. But we are back and we are ready to discuss a couple of books. So we had Shannon's pick and Trina's pick,
Whitney.
Whitney's pick and Trina's
Lord
pick.
have
We had
Yeah,
three.
we don't have
You
mercy.
thought Whitney. That's what that's why you got your church finger up.
No, I picked the original Wolf book.
The
I was
White
about to say,
and the
I
Howl.
ain't picked that shit.
White and the Howl.
A Bite and a Howl by Tierra Cox. That was my pick.
Oh, girl.
Well, that was the werewolf zombie apocalypse. A lot
It
too
was a
much
whole
going
bunch.
on.
It was a bunch. Yeah, it was a bunch going on in that book. And then
much
Trina
worse.
picked. What was your book pick, Trina?
He cheated on the right bit.
Yeah, he cheated on her. Okay, so tell us about the were zombies.
Okay.
Yes.
So A Bite and a Howl, with A Bite and a Howl, Tierra Cox, we get into this book basically thrown into a zombie apocalypse. I don't know where the zombies came from because it was nowhere near the description of the book or anything. But we get in and there's a zombie apocalypse. And we're at the point where there are also werewolves that have been discovered and they're also being bitten by zombies. So then you have like crazy werewolves that are eating people and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Then you have regular wolves and then you have zombies. So basically it starts out with the girl Basil. She's trapped downtown in her workplace and her dads come to rescue her. And like they get to her and they're going out and they're trying to travel to like their aunt's like place where it's safe. So along their travels, they run into two other werewolves that are Vincent and Jason, and they're brothers. And Basil is amongst like in where genealogy because her dad is Lycan and she has no idea. So we get into it and he has to shift to save him. So she's like, oh shit, there's life. Like I'm a werewolf, but she doesn't shift because it's like in her blood. But so Vincent and Jason. Oh, I can't tell you. But they basically both fall for her and they both want her. And it's like, it isn't even like a happy triangle of love. Like when I went into this, I was like, oh, cool. It's going to be a girl and she's going to hook up with two brothers. At first, it's kind of
You
like.
wanted her to hook up with two brothers?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I did.
She said that's why I picked them.
Of course,
That's
right.
Exactly. I said, oh, a werewolf and two guys. I'm definitely picking this book. But it's not the cohesiveness that I had wanted. It was more of like, well, I want her to myself, and I'm a little jealous when they have their alone time. And then I want her. One wolf is more like bad boy wolf, and the other wolf is more of like a responsible wolf, I guess. I don't know. They're both alphas or whatever. I don't know. But so they get basically her to fall in love in 2 pages with both of them. And they go to this like camp, and the camp leader there, Felix, is this wolf, and he's the alpha, but he's been working with the government to try to basically use Lycan DNA to prolong humans. They think that it's going to be the cure for the zombies. So they're trying to kidnap one of the dads because he's like the strongest and he has the most, the longest age DNA of the werewolves. So they're trying to kidnap him. They're trying to use Basil as leverage. So there's a whole bunch of bullshit going on. They fight. A lot of people die. And amongst all this, Basil gets bitten because they want her to turn because it's rare for them to find women with this DNA. So she gets force bitten. And so then shit just happens. Like the last 20 pages, it's like she shifts, Justin almost dies, or Vincent. a bunch of bullshit happens, and that's basically the book.
Yeah, there was a lot going on.
It was so much going
It
on.
was so much.
I think the zombies threw me for it. I was like, where the fuck is the zombies come from?
Yeah, they had zero to do with the book.
Zero.
Zombies
They
had-
weren't even in the book.
And it was almost like werewolf against zombie, and in the blurb, I thought it was going to be about her realizing that she actually has this werewolf DNA in her because she didn't know this about her dad.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know the way she was going to find out was because the world, I think it may have said something, the world was coming to an end, but the zombies kind of threw me off.
Completely. Like,
And
when
then
I
her
read it, I'm like,
dad,
what's
when he
going
does
on?
become this werewolf, he becomes this werewolf. I don't know why in my mind I'm like, oh, he a werewolf that flies, because like he becomes like this being, and they get on his back to go through the zombies.
They're riding his
They're
back
riding
on the
him.
horse.
They're
He's a
riding
big
his
wolf.
back.
They're riding his back. They get on him. So I was like, oh, I mean, like,
He can't fly, Lonnie.
but
No.
seemed like he should be able to fly to get through the zombies real fast. But he got the long tails. I don't know if he whipping people's ass with the tail. I don't know. But that was a lot to take in, the way he transformed, and like he didn't want to, but he like, I gotta save my man and I gotta save my daughter, you know. So
Yeah.
F it, I'm finna turn into I'm a werewolf. Like,
Yeah, basically.
oh yeah.
It was I feel like a lot of these books, they could be so good. Like, they could be so good.
I
This
like
book,
it.
the idea of it, I didn't mind. The zombies, I didn't really need that. Like, that could have been like that could have been like
The next book.
like, oh, the outbreak was somebody got bit and they started to spread and werewolves started to turn. It didn't have to be zombies. I don't get the zombies, but okay, whatever, that's in there. But I feel like the thing that threw me was like, anytime you read a book where it's like one girl and any two guys, it's supposed to be more of like a let's share kind of thing.
That's
You
what it's
know?
supposed to be.
That's what it's
supposed to be more of a
It makes
share.
it seem like there's this unspoken rule. Why can't it be that it is they're jealous? Because like that would happen in real life. Like, I think
Because then it's not, then the tension isn't, it's more of like bickering men. Ooh, like that.
Now in the book, they said that in their culture, it is common for
Mhm.
them to share. So
Yeah.
I did think that was kind of odd that they would,
so they're stepping outside of what the culture
Yeah.
is to delve into what their
For a
feelings
stranger.
really are.
Yeah. But I was like, I feel like I would have been, I did not like the book. The book was fine. It was fine. It wasn't very breathtaking or whatever, but I feel like it could have been better if the actual love triangle had been more of a like
An actual triangle.
a triangle, not so much triangle, but just like she fell in love with all of them so quick. It was literally like she met them one day, he saved the father, literally the next day is like, I care about you so much. How? You've talked to him 4 times. And I was
the
like,
pheromones, they sniffed each other.
I guess, because even when I read a lot of books where it's like fated mates, if she had been like, oh, we're fated mates and it's like a cosmic thing, like we see each other and it's that thing, that makes sense. That wasn't in this. This was just like her being like, oh, I'm new to the world and I love all. Like, it was just, I don't know.
But she was like,
she
and
was
then
too-
she
Go
was
ahead.
like super naive. Like she was
Yeah, so I was gonna say she's too old for that.
sheltered. And
But
all
she's
of a sudden
also
she
like
boys.
naive, but like a badass, like, but not really.
But you a naive badass and you don't know your dad's a werewolf. Like, girl, sit down.
But it's like they trained her to know how to survive, but also you're a werewolf and we didn't tell you. But the world is coming to an end and we still don't really want to tell you. But we're forced to tell you.
Right, because
of the
zombies are a
situation.
thing, but not werewolves.
Yeah.
Because zombies are a thing, but not werewolves.
But not werewolf.
But not werewolves. And fairies.
What's in your blood?
And witches and warlocks. But yeah, I just like, I feel like I think it was just going too many directions and there wasn't really like a solid, the plot was solid, but it wasn't as cohesive. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, it had a lot of fillers in there, like a lot of unnecessarily storylines, or because even the situation where whoever that lady was that kidnapped her and was trying to keep her, because they wanted the guy, they wanted the
men.
Yeah, what?
And what's crazy is, to me, that was the best part of the book, but it made no sense about what they were doing. Yeah, because I could see a village full of women, and they're like, "Oh, these two alpha wolves, we kidnapping, and we gonna fuck the shit out of you until you get us pregnant." That's awesome. I'm okay.
But that could because that could have been a story in itself.
Mm-hmm. They ain't got nothing to do.
Nothing.
What was that book we was just reading where they was them sirens was pulling them people onto shore and having
the mermaid.
The mermaid.
Yeah, see, they could have did that.
Thicker than water.
Yeah. I think that would have been like, to me, that was like when that happened, I was like, this is some action. We have some suspense because Basil's locked up somewhere and the two guys are being held, and they have wolfbane around them, so they can't even escape, and they're weak. And the women keep going in there trying to basically sleep with them, and they're like holding off. But I was like, and that was the most interesting. I was like, oh, this is about to get good. And then it was just like kind of over.
If you was gonna do it, do it.
Yeah. Right. Wake up and you got someone on top of you. You're like, oh. But I felt like every storyline, it was like, oh, this could be good. And then it fell flat because it was like, it would be drawn out and then over super quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I think that's what kind of did this book in for me. Like, I read it. It wasn't a long book. It kept my attention through the whole thing, but I was just kind of at the end. I was like, oh, okay. Could have been better. Could have done so much more with this book. Damn it.
Yeah. I definitely agree.
Yeah, because they only even when they sleep with her, they only sleep with her together one time, right? Like,
I think twice, didn't they?
Maybe it was twice. But I was like, these sex scenes ain't even all detailed or anything, because I was like, there's a lot we could have done with two wolves and a female.
Look at you.
I'm just saying.
That's why you was disappointed. Ready. You was like,
right. Yeah, maybe if I wasn't anticipating that just being completely different, I would have gone in different.
Yeah.
You like the book though, Trina. So what you think?
Man, I made it my own story because
Here
zombies and think about it, zombies and
Trina.
That's what I'm gonna start doing.
If you're making your own book, this is not you liking the book.
As it should have been written.
Listen, if you had to rewrite it, you are not liking what they
Trina said, "I'm gonna make it be what I want.
Make it make sense. Make that math.
Yeah, because I'm listening to this book while I'm working, so I was thinking like, zombies and werewolves, that'd be something hard to kill, because that's what I was thinking about Resident Evil. I was like, dang, that's gonna be hard to kill them. I was wanting that blood. I liked, didn't nobody die, but that's
so you was listening to it and then started making up your own thing in your mind, and the book just going. You ain't heard nothing. You don't even know what the book about.
So basically, you watched Resident Evil.
I actually know what the book was about. You know, it was good. I liked it. I did. Shit. I mean, shoot.
Good. I'm glad you liked it.
I mean, to think of like werewolves and zombies, that's what got me.
But the zombies weren't
good. I
bad.
paid attention to it.
It wasn't trash.
It wasn't bad. It was not trash. Yeah.
No, it was not.
I didn't give it a 5.
No.
I didn't give it a 5. I gave it a 4.
You gave it a 4?
No, it was definitely a 4 for me because, I gave it a 4 because it was good. And I like it was different because werewolves and zombies, if the zombies bite the werewolf, it'll be hard to kill them, but they didn't actually go into the
Trina, that was only like 2 pages out the book.
Not that, but
it didn't happen.
If you could only see my face right now with your 4-star.
No other zombies came up after chapter 1.
And the one time that we had the zombies, it was like at their like little community where the government led the horde in, and we weren't even there because we were worried about fighting Felix. We weren't even dealing with the horde of zombies. We was fighting Felix.
So it was like,
that's what I'm saying. The only time we saw the
irrelevant.
zombies we had to go get Basil from work.
From the right.
That was
I don't even think Trina know what book she read.
Hold up, I know what book I read. I know what book I read.
She read her own story intertwined with the book that she read.
And gave it a
She
4. You know what, Trina, you did that, girl. You did that.
Yeah.
Give me your book, because I would have
Right, because I want to see what book we giving a 4. Because this book right here was not 4.
I gave it a 4 because I liked the cover. The cover was beautiful. The cover is beautiful, but yeah, it wasn't like a 5. I gotta give it a 5, like it was so banging. No.
It was
I gave it a low 3. A low 3. Like it was really a 2.9. I bumped it to a 3
This
around.
book was a 2.
Yeah, I gave it a 3.
I ain't gonna give it a 2, but I give it a 3. I wouldn't give it a 3. In comparison to what a 2 is for me, I wouldn't throw this
right because she had a plot. I mean, I need a 2.5. Like I needed.
It wasn't trash. It was cool.
Now, would I read something else by her? Probably not. But
not your 4. You would read the.
Yeah, not your 4. Right.
No.
Say it again, Rayn.
Now you the second one that's gonna give somebody a 4. That's like, I'm confused.
No, I won't read nothing else. It was good for that. Nah, I gave it a 4 because I like it, but it wasn't bad to the point to where nah.
But you wouldn't read another book by that author? She got a 4. That's damn near perfect.
Does she write?
She lying. She lies.
It's okay if you like the book, Trina.
It's okay you like the book. I'm not saying you should like it.
I like the book. I'm not denying it, but I honestly, I probably won't read nothing else by her because I have.
We trying to figure out where the hell you grabbed this 4 from. That's what we trying to grab.
She said she enjoyed that book. She was listening and conjuring up
all
and she was tentative.
She was driving and thought about the zoo and said,
"Not the zoo."
Not the zoo. Y'all ain't gonna let me live that down about that dang on zoo.
She was thought about the zoo and then thought about that werewolf and that girl's daddy and then the zombie, and then she started delivering the mail, and then something else happened and she made up part of her own story, and then she got back to the actual story and she was like, man, that shit was good. Yeah.
Let's see what she wrote. She's an author and a poet. She has she got a ton of books. There was a couple of other books by her before I had put this one in because she writes mostly fantasy, but like she has another book called Three's a Crowd, a fantasy paranormal romance.
So is that a triangle situation?
I don't know.
Don't let it worry you, because we not about to read it.
Yeah.
Not even let it worry you.
There's a grimoire in this book though. Ooh. But yeah, she has a bunch of books, so I don't know. It wasn't terrible. I feel like if you had picked another book, Trina, I would have read it and been like, oh, okay.
I think she snatched your mindset to go different ways. Like, okay, you read the blurb, you knew what the book was going to be about, and then the zombies got thrown in there. So I'm expecting werewolf meets what is it with Rick and them with the zombie apocalypse, The Walking Dead. Oh, yeah. I was like, yes, this werewolves Walking Dead matchup, and it's on. But then the zombies
would have been, because in the very beginning too, it's like they're in like survival mode. So even then getting to her at the workplace, they're fighting up the stairs, like they're having to run through windows.
The beginning to me was the best part of the book. Like I was like, oh, okay, girl, yes.
It's the action.
I'm tell y'all in this book alike, the only thing I really didn't care for in the book, and this is the reason why I stopped watching Walking Dead, no lie. The real reason I stopped while I was binge watching, I was going in. If the werewolf, zombies, apocalypse situation is coming.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Baby, who finna touch me? If you don't get who haven't said who? If you, baby, who? Baby, we was fucking
all up in the Walking Dead.
Be in the woods getting it in, and the zombie werewolves.
Not just that. Why would you want to keep bringing life into the world? The fact that they were getting pregnant with that, and then the baby can't be quiet. That's the zombies coming.
And that's why I stopped watching Walking Dead. They had sex and that lady got pregnant. And that little boy that was I don't know if y'all watch Walking Dead, but that little scene where the little boy was the zombie was stuck in the mud and he was throwing rocks at the zombie. I was done. I said, "Oh, this little boy's stupid. First of all, where your mama?
Where's your
She's a zombie.
Where's your mama?
Feel like you didn't give me no cookies last night. You a zombie. He gonna throw this rock.
Baby. But I'm not having sex with in the apartment.
Nobody.
Well, my thing too, everyone in the apocalypse is dirty. So you eat dirty pussy?
Because y'all ain't got no running water. No running water.
No water.
I mean, these type of people, they don't care.
Well, even when they get to the camp, Basil's like, "Oh, I haven't taken a shower in forever. Like I have all this grime." I'm like, "Oh, you out here sleeping with each other? You brush it? Oh, God help me!"
Girl,
you got that hotness.
Oh, they out there all naked and afraid and ain't getting no baths.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and that's what in my mind don't. I have to be able to put myself in the situation and like see it, and I can't see it.
Yeah,
even if it's a fantasy, and I can't.
I gotta be. It's gotta. I was like, why is they in here in the woods being out loud and the werewolves don't get them?
The zombies ain't getting them. Ain't nobody getting them.
But not one zombie really came, so I guess they could have had the baby. Shit.
Okay.
And then he fell down the ice tunnel.
Oh,
Vincent, right? We thinking Vincent dead in the ice tunnel. I was like, because she's stupid and thinks she can do all the stuff by herself. Sit down, Hazel. You can't do nothing.
They need to go ahead and take her. They need to go ahead and take her out because she was weak.
She just was like, but I'm like the whole time I'm like, and when she finally gets bit, I'm like, cool, she's gonna shift and she's gonna be this super powerful wolf. She was still doing stupid stuff.
Well, she was powerful. She told that lady, what did she tell her? Leave.
Yeah.
I really thought she was gonna end up like that part of her. Something was gonna happen, and so it was gonna like flip the switch for that part of her that was where. And like she was gonna really just come out and switch. But
even that scene where she was supposed to be fighting the lady that was trying to take her man, she should whoop that lady ass. She ain't do nothing but like stare at her and speak aggressively.
No.
She used her. She was like.
She used her big voice, huh?
Yeah, girl. Yeah, whoop her
ass. Yeah, I just like this. I feel like this book just it could have just been like it could have just been so much better because I could see a better book with this kind of idea because I can see it, zombies and werewolves in a book. I'm here for that. That's interesting. And then I even like the whole fated mates and stuff like that. I love a fated mate book. And then like werewolves and stuff, they're all about like omegas and stuff like that. Like where's the not thing? Where's like there was none of that.
Yeah.
Well, this was just not my smutty book, I guess.
So, Shannon, what did you rate?
So I gave it a 3. Shannon gave this book a 2 or a 1.
Shannon didn't give it a 1, did you?
No, I gave it a 2.
A 2. Okay. Well, collectively, on average, that brings it to a 2.
This shut up on the name of this book.
1.5.
What's it called? What's this book called? With a Bite and a Howl by Tierra Cox.
Oh, I guess the zombies are biting and the werewolves are howling.
Oh, okay.
See how that title makes sense?
They do now.
Now that's so let's
full circle. It's a 4.
And that's a segue into the next book.
Next book,
which the title did not match the book.
Yeah, that's title. What the
hell? See, Shaffa, when you get done with your graphic novel, I'll read that because I like graphic novels. I can see the werewolves
and the zombie.
Yeah. Okay, so let's segue into Trina's pick.
Trina need a redemption story. She should spin the wheel again because baby,
Trina can't spin no wheel. Trina can't.
You on timeout, Trina.
Damn. Trina on time, baby.
This book put me in timeout. I put myself in timeout for this damn book.
Okay, tell us about the book, Trina. What had happened?
Man, this book called He Cheated on the Right Chick, or is it bitch? Let me see.
It's bitch.
It's bitch. Okay.
And that's what I was saying the whole time I was reading this book. Bitch. Bitch.
I have so much to say. Go ahead.
Okay, come on. I said I was gonna be good.
Listen, this book, this title, he cheated on the right bitch, okay, by Lady Lissa. So let's talk about this title. It don't even go with the storyline, okay? The storyline,
At least not in book 1.
Maybe
I
4 or 5.
I didn't read the rest of the books. I didn't. So we started out with a young lady by the name of Kimani and her friend Becca, which Becca just fall off at the beginning, then she never appears again at the end unless she I don't know. But anyway, right. So we have Kimani, and she was raised in this bad. She had a bad relationship with her mama, calling her all types of names and
abusive AF.
Yeah, she was very verbal abusive to her. So, and then she went to school. She had a rough bringing up, and didn't nobody like her in school besides one little girl by the name of Becca. Becca always take up for her all the time, and she felt sorry for her and everything else. And to make a long story short,
The short story long.
I really can't. I don't know what to say, y'all. I'm sorry.
Can I help you?
Yeah, because I don't understand this story. He cheated on the right bitch. I don't understand.
But don't let the title. Don't even worry about the title. Just
The title is just
summarize what was written. Yeah.
The title don't matter.
Yeah, you just gotta tell them what happened in the story.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead, Rayn. Go ahead, Rayn. Do your infamous recap.
I guess Kimani, she had a bad upbringing. Her friend got mad at her because she felt sorry for her and told her brother to go check this boy that's been bullying her. And he was like, okay, I'll go ahead and go check him. And come to find out, he never did talk to the boy. He couldn't find him, so he ended up talking to the boy's girlfriend. Dude kills her brother, which is Becca's brother, shot him. And Becca was like, man, I'm mad at her because she's weak. She should have took up for herself. So I'm mad at her. She ain't my friend no more. So bam, that happened when they was 12. So now Kimani is in college. She moved into this dorm. She met her roommate.
Sarah.
Somehow she didn't like Kimani. Her roommate didn't like Kimani because she started talking to her wannabe boyfriend. I think her name is Sarah. Sarah is her roommate. And Sarah didn't like Kimani since then because she's talking to the dude who she used to talk to, and then just go down here from there because they relationship. So she started liking what's his name, Derek. Yeah, the guy named Derek, and it just followed their relationship, and that's it. And Sarah gets jealous.
Their relationship? The fiction word?
Oh well, I guess it's not a relationship.
That's a strong word.
I wouldn't say a relationship, but they situationship.
It wasn't even that.
She knew him for like a week.
Yeah, she couldn't even.
It was over.
She was at college. How the girl not know?
It was over more than a week because it said she had been over several.
Yeah, like
the first week is when she was like.
It was over like
I think the first week is when they went on that first date.
They went on the dates. Meanwhile,
it's over the summer term. They're in the summer session.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Sarah's having a hard time with this. She's getting jealous. I guess she's the right bitch she cheated on. I don't know because
he didn't cheat on her because
no one's in a boy relationship.
He and Sarah had a fling in the spring semester.
He slept with her one time.
She comes back, but they had a fling. But he was actually
not
they were in a relationship, but he was coming actually to her room to see her
because not to sleep with her,
huh?
Not to sleep with her. He wasn't fooling with her like that.
But he was coming to the room to see her. But then you flip when you see, oh, she's not there and her roommate. Oh, I'm more interested in you. Like, to me, he is okay. He is a
fool. He ain't shit.
So like he really came to see Sarah, but Sarah just happened to not be home at the time, and he laid eyes on the roommate. Was like, oh well, I'm more attracted to her. So
she got jealous.
Oh, she was mad.
Yeah, she was like, why are you up in here talking to my man? And he was like, Derek was like, hold up, pump your brakes. I'm not your man. And he said it to her face. Like he said it
to her face. But I think she had the right to be upset because what was you coming to a room for? Like you were coming to a room to see her. I don't think
they were cool though. He wasn't coming.
They was cool, like but that. I bet she felt a type of way. It was territorial.
They were just cool. He had slept where they slept together one time. He said he regretted it. They did some slight flirting, but when he was coming to see her, he was not coming to see her like, oh, we're dating.
I don't think he was honest. Like I don't think he let her know that though. You know what I'm saying?
I definitely think he did, especially when
I think he did too because
and you still
I was about to say
I don't think he told her.
She was a pass around. She was a pass around. She didn't sleep with her.
He didn't know that at first, but he
knew that.
He knew that.
No, the way it said it. So like when she went to where they were playing pool at, and that other guy, she was like, "Oh, I bet he must have told," because you could tell that there was no conversation between Sarah and Derek about we're not gonna mess around no more. Because in her mind, she was like, we're gonna keep on.
She's delusional.
She was delusional for real.
Well, no, I don't think it was.
She thought that she had a relationship with this dude in her.
Now I do think she was delusional about that, but I'm saying, to me, he didn't end whatever it was. There was no definition. There's no they weren't defined.
I get that, but you're in college.
But I get what she's saying. Like he although he was like not fooling her like that. They were still flirting, and so you know that the girl
likes you.
You're still entertaining her.
And he was coming over there to see Sarah.
No, he was coming to see Sarah. Yes, he was coming to see Sarah. So, like, if you don't fool with nobody like that, what was you coming here for? Like, the only way you saw
he the cancer too.
But at the same time, she was already sleeping with a lot of people.
She hadn't done that until
because
he had slept with people before. Timothy was before. She said when she came her first semester in school,
she wilded out,
but she stopped. And because so she hadn't slept with anybody else since him until the guy that took advantage of her.
Well, first of all, she wasn't but a sophomore. Let's back up.
But listen, she's actually, so even though she's a sophomore, so if you're in the summer semester, that means she's almost a junior. She probably only needs a couple credits because it takes like if you take 15 hours.
A sophomore in book 2. So she
stayed a sophomore a long time.
When she slapped Kimani in the face, I think
she was out.
Yeah, but I said that to say, when she got to school, she was the pass around. She slept with the man, like say, fall.
Well, she slept everybody to fall. But see, you're not gonna be a sophomore your second semester in school.
I know, but I'm just saying. Let's say fall, you pass around. Spring, okay, we flirting off and da da da. Now we in the summer, and we going into our sophomore year or whatever it is. I ain't write the book. I'm just saying.
But I think that was the problem, though. I think that's a problem with the author, with the timeline, with saying what her classification is.
But the way she wrote it was that she was a pass around, and then he started dealing with him.
But also, I'm not gonna say to your face, and you talking to another girl, oh, you mess with my man, and you not my man.
That's like you look crazy. Hold on. No, I don't think that. But if he coming there to flirt and stuff, I can think that me and him at least got a little situation. We flirt. You coming over because again, he was at their dorm room to see Sarah.
Well, I would never think that.
He lived in the dorm.
I'm a sophomore in college.
He did, but he went to that room to go see Sarah.
He was going to see Sarah.
I don't care. I'm a sophomore in college. I'm a male sophomore in college, right? Not all guys, but I'm not going to assume that just because me and you slept together one time and we flirt, that you're my man.
No. I'm not saying some of the girls. I'm saying, would I have been mad? I might have been in my feelings a little bit if when I come back to school, because they left, they had their break, they come back to school, you're coming to my room. Why would I think you're coming for anything else? But I see you with the roommate. I would be like,
He felt the type of way. So
but to me, I would feel some
you don't even know the conversation. Like, now you walk in on her. You walk in on them sleep. sleeping together, that's different. But you just walked on them literally having a car. He's not even in the room.
No, they doing
He's
more than that
outside the door.
because he done got the girl number in that time frame.
He ain't got a number yet.
Yeah,
He
she
didn't get a number
said.
yet.
She told him when they went in the room. Yeah, I gave him my number.
But she had already they hadn't got a number when she walked up.
You're messing up the timeline.
When she walked up, the girl already was turning up, and then they slammed the door, and then he knocked on the door again. Was like, but can I get your number though, or can I holler at you outside? And she went outside to go talk.
Okay.
To her. You know, but
yeah, okay, but she could tell something was off. But to me, me and my roommate, if it ain't gonna be cool. It is not gonna be cool in there.
Yeah, Kimani was wrong for that.
She was. She was,
and it didn't make sense for that to be her personality anyway. Coming from a child who
victimized person.
Your mother don't want you. You bullied in school. You never had a boyfriend.
And she got embarrassed too while she was in
none of that.
Mama came up there to whoop her ass.
And it don't matter that this was the first man who said you were fine, you were pretty. If this girl clearly liked this guy, I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't. And I gotta live with you. You asking to get your ass slapped.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she was wrong for that. Now she was like,
she was wrong.
See what you want.
I was like, oh.
Now she was big and bold for somebody.
But you big and bold with the wrong folks. To me, like,
I don't know. I feel like she put her roommate in her place though. Like, cause she said, "Oh, you slapped me."
See, to me, I thought she was wrong. I don't feel like she put her in her place. I think she was wrong. I think her talking to the guy, knowing that your roommate had a situation where that was wrong. He's supposed to be off limits. Like, it ain't no way we're gonna be able to live here in peace.
See, wait, okay, hold on. This is it. So she literally has not met.
Courtesy, mainly because I wouldn't have wanted to deal with him. Forget you. I wouldn't want to deal with him.
But then she just
moved
into that.
She hasn't even met Sarah. She didn't.
Yeah, that's what she just moved in.
So she literally just she unpacking drawers in the drawer and get a knock. And he comes to the door like, oh, hey.
But when he told her to come out, you already knew that was a situation.
But at this point, I feel so disrespected by this girl because she's already in my face talking crazy. I'm be like, who are you talking
for a
to?
reason?
Like, who? But you don't know the situation. Like, you're yelling at me.
So you gonna go forward with it?
Think is happening.
So you will go forward with it?
I'm like, I don't know you.
I wouldn't have wanted to deal with him.
I don't want to deal with him.
He's
I don't want to deal with her. And I would just wouldn't pass.
But I'm not going to let Sarah tell me who I can and can't talk to in the first 5 seconds of me. I don't even know your name.
I would still talk to him, but I still won't deal with him like that because
I wouldn't talk to Derek. But I feel like Sarah she just came off real crazy, real quick for no reason. Because Kimani wasn't even entertaining him at this point. Because she was like, "You're not coming." She was like, "You're not coming in here because I don't know you." She was like, "You're not coming in here. I don't know you." Like, they literally were just talking.
So that was when we didn't see it from Kimani's point of view, but when we see it from Sarah, because we saw Sarah's point of view first, they're kind of flirting, and whenever she walks up and she says something to her, like that should have been a point there where she could have been like, "Oh, girl, my bad. I didn't know." Even for him to disrespect Sarah the way he did, it was like, I don't think he disrespected, but to be so blatant, like, I'm not your boyfriend, I'm not your. In your mind, you gotta know this is gonna create a problem if I talk to this dude because there's something.
Yeah, but you mean to tell me you come up, right? You don't know this guy, you moving in, and this girl comes up and it's like, who's this bitch talking to my man? You're not gonna be like, who are you talking to?
What? Did she? I can't remember. Did she turn up on Kimani or was she going off on Derek?
I think she went off on both of them.
Both of them.
On Kimani.
She went off on both of them.
But my thing would be like, for what?
I don't remember her going off on Kimani until she basically was
went out that door.
When she went out after then came back, that's when they really.
Oh, now I'm gonna go up now because of Kimani out. But
exactly, and I think she had a reason.
Before it, she didn't have a reason.
But I don't think she
had no reason.
I don't remember.
I think she walked up with an attitude because she's like, "What's going on?"
But directed towards Derek, though.
Derek, right? I think she did ask her because she said something about her boyfriend. So that was a conversation between the two of them. And I think when Kimani saw that, Like, why would you want a guy like that? Like, why would you even want to fool with him? Miss Victim, you've had all these bad experiences with people. Why would you go ahead and tie yourself with somebody who you see is talking to somebody bad, and clearly they had some type of dealings with each other? If you see that he doesn't end things appropriately, he's still entertaining, making her think that they could, why would you align yourself with that with all the bad situations you've already had?
And typically your personality shouldn't even be somebody who's that confrontational.
Yeah.
Because you're used to your mom,
kind of
rah, and you used to people bullying you. You typically would be somebody who makes themselves smaller in a room because you don't want people
It seemed like as soon as she got her scholarship, even with her mom, she got bold.
You all of a sudden the Incredible Hulk, like you got wind in your jaws. You turned green.
As soon as she got that scholarship money, she said, "F you, mom, F you all." She was like,
"Yeah." Until her mama came back up to that school and whooped her ass.
Her mom was crazy.
I didn't understand. I can't. You know what? That relationship was so volatile. Even if you're mad with somebody because the dad left and I gotta be responsible for you and blah 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 blah. But let me tell you something. To me, it's still your responsibility, Mr. Sambo, whatever that man's name is. Clearly, there was an issue. Clearly, your daughter didn't want to be near him. Why are you so withdrawn that you don't know your daughter?
Like he was really realistic. That part to me was realistic because I feel like a lot of times when you see movies and you watch stuff like that, it'd be like, oh, well, if you tell your mom that this happened, she's not going to believe you, and she's going to think that you're the one who came on to me. Because I feel like a lot of times
really was. So I feel like her self-esteem was so low that she really would have believed. I really think she really thought it because she thought the man was going with somebody. She just didn't think
she told her mama, she said something to her mama before.
Yeah, and she said no. She's like, he licks his lips because he needs moisturizer. Yeah, all that. I was like,
she tried to tell the mama
a couple times.
Before he actually went all the way. But she did try to tell the mama something, and the mama brushed her off.
Yeah.
So that is, I think, kind of realistic. People, experience that all the time. But the scene where the mama come up there and fight her at the school was so unnecessary.
So it just was weird.
Because the mama was glad that she was. Well, no, she wasn't glad. She wasn't glad that she was going to Texas, but.
She didn't want her to leave.
You didn't want her to leave. You didn't want her there, and then you
wanted something to take her aggression out on.
Right.
But I'm trying to figure out for the author calling her bitches throughout the book. It was just too much. It was just too much. I'm like,
but even that is realistic. People experience that, like their parents, just treating them that way. But it was just so weird that she left. She finally got away.
But after she away.
And your mama come from, because you hung up in her face. Your mama come from Louisiana to Texas.
Your mama, your mama didn't have the resources to get you nowhere, but your mama caught a flight from Louisiana to Texas.
She had a resource. She didn't want giving it to her.
Because she had food stamps and everything. She had the food. It's like she was on food stamps and everything.
But that's what I'm saying. But she needed help with some of those things, and I guess she didn't think her mom was going to give it to her. But what she did have. You're going to use your last resources to book a flight to confront your daughter because she hung up on you?
Yeah, because she think that she missed beating her daughter.
That's dumb. But one thing that really bothered me.
Did you put her in jail?
One thing that bothered me the most about this book, and I get you can have a book and you end up meeting characters that are important halfway in the book. We see that all the time. Why do we have a point of view from Sarah and Derek? This book is only 150 pages. At a halfway mark, all of a sudden, because we're seeing it from Kimani's point of view and her friend Becca. If these are the point of views that we have started the book with, Becca should have, if Becca didn't die, we should not hear. I mean, it shouldn't be mid-book.
Yeah.
Sarah got a point of view. Who the fuck is Sarah? Where'd she come from?
Yeah,
the book should have started at the college because we don't need that, Becca. We didn't need
that. And I get if she ends up if Becca comes back in book 10, if you give some backstory to kind of, to go back on, but Becca shouldn't have had a point of view. It should have started in college, like y'all said, because it started with Sarah's point of view. Because I'm thinking Sarah had nothing to do. We had a time warp. They were in whatever grade, and then she's graduating, and then now she's in college, and Sarah has a point of view. Sarah has not earned a point of view because Sarah was not in the beginning of the book to get from her point of view. Like, she wasn't in the beginning of her life. She wasn't in the beginning. She wasn't in the project. She wasn't even a kid that was on the bus.
Sarah's the same character.
Mm-hmm. And that doesn't make sense to me. She shouldn't have been introduced in this book.
I think Rebecca shouldn't have had the point of view. We didn't need Rebecca's point of view.
We didn't need none of that.
We could have
Sarah's point of view. I feel like we didn't need Rebecca's.
No, not from where she started the story.
Not if we keep it as it is. Well, first of all, none of it they make no sense. If we're gonna start, if it's about Kimani, if the story is gonna be about
Kimani's point of view, then I don't need that.
I mean, I don't need Sarah. Mm-hmm. But if it's about her college experience, I could see. If we're starting at college, I could see Sarah.
Right. Sarah, and maybe, but not so much Sarah. Derek, because he's gonna be the potential love interest, and Sarah is kind of in and out.
See, I feel like it just we don't know where the story's going.
No, so but Sarah makes her own story. You got too many points of views, and they're entering in at different times in the middle of a story. And if
Candace got a point of view,
right? Because this book doesn't end; it literally says to be continued. If their story ended, and then whenever she went on to book 2, we had Sarah, who had something going on with Derek. You'd be like, now that shit would be good. Like, oh shit, Sarah was tied to Derek ass. Oh, Derek, but that's not how we got it. And the way Sarah's story is going, she's really jealous. She's like this person who's jealous that it didn't work out with Derek, but she got her own shit going on, and it's starting to be horrific. Like, she's got her own story.
It has nothing to do with
Derek. Like, nothing to do with them. So I'm like,
well, you know what the title of this book is? Now wait, and this is not me stealing book titles or anything, but if you were going to have different points of view in a college, again, forget middle school. We don't need that shit.
No.
So this is college, right? Could have been different point of views of people in college in different situations that they get themselves into in college. Because then we could have had Kimani's situation. She's abused child. She's coming into school. She's new. She's all fresh out of water. Then we have Sarah's point of view where she was a thought, she's trying to get her shit together. She likes this guy. She makes a bunch of bad decisions. We got Derek's point of view, who's supposed to be this good guy raised in a wealthy family, who's raised right, really fuck boy, he's not. So then we get that. Even the RA, I could see her story. Now, we don't need Dre's story, but her story could have been, oh, I've got this new guy I've started talking to, bloody, bloody, bloody. But really, he done sexually assaulted Sarah, and their stories are starting to connect.
Yes.
I'm just telling you, you can't tell me that wouldn't have been a good idea and a good title.
Movies like that. Aren't there movies like that where the police end up stopping different people and they try their lives end up?
Crash is like that. The movie Crash.
And that would have been a story.
So this is college. This would have been a good book title for that. Because I can see that.
She needs some, because at this point,
we begging for somebody to get cheated on, because it ain't
80% of the book. Nobody even had a boyfriend on her.
There's not one relationship.
She got a boyfriend the last 3 pages.
The last 3 pages, she gets a boyfriend, and it's really almost like a tentative, because
right,
crazy. you done kissed him, and he said, "I'm gonna stick my tongue in your mouth this time."
She don't even know how.
She said, "Whack." And it hurt his whole pride.
Yeah, that's trauma. That's past trauma.
This bitch.
Like, you don't even have to have a boyfriend though. Like,
then no, bitch. I didn't have past trauma before too. But if he's gonna give you the play-by-play, and then you still gonna smack him anyway, you should have been like, nah. I think that's a little bit too much for me.
That didn't make no sense.
It didn't.
Now them having sex for the first time, that I could have seen her freaking out. I could have saw a freaking tongue in your mouth is not that exciting.
To hear things her say like she's never kissed anybody since then, she's never allowed anybody to do that. She ain't ready for nobody to touch her in no type of way.
She should have did what he said and go get some help.
I agree.
The initial kiss should have prompted the smack.
Exactly.
Right.
not after I've told you exactly what I'm about to do.
But I think they can have a relationship. It just won't be one that's physical right away, or even
which won't work for him because he's trying to fuck.
Well, he ain't sleeping with her.
No, he ain't.
He not. But he
I'm
definitely
saying
trying
even in book 2, he don't sleep with her.
Oh,
see, yeah.
I mean,
I don't think he's cheating.
I don't think that
he is.
That might
Yes,
be.
he cheating. He finally cheating. In book 2, he start cheating.
Yeah, the book. Like I also think like when you have books like all 3 of these books in the series are the same title. You cheated on the wrong bitch. It could have started with How I Became a Bitch. Right. Then it could have been like you cheated on the wrong bitch, and then it's like,
well, book 3 should
bitch.
be he cheated on the wrong bitch.
Like it could have been a sequence of titles for them to make sense.
First of fucking all, you have a girl with with blood on her.
So you know she gonna be
looking demented. Right. Come on.
Is that what it looked like?
Yes.
That's why
that's gonna be Sarah.
Is that? I think I was like, is that Kamani or Sarah? We don't even know.
But it can't like. For it to be Sarah is stupid. This book should have been from Sarah's point of view from the jump. Not
it better be Kamani.
It better be. And I don't want to read it because I don't want to be disappointed.
I'm not reading it.
Yeah.
And she had lingerie. It ain't no way the word is Kimani.
That got to be Sarah.
It's got to be Sarah.
Plot twist. It's Candace.
That don't make sense.
It ain't Candace.
That does not make sense for Sarah to be the killer because, listen, to me,
somebody get killed.
She
don't know what happened. I'm gonna let y'all know because I'm gonna read the other books.
So to me, she builds up this past trauma, and we got book 1 where he kissed me, put his tongue in my throat, I'm smacking him. Then in book 2, if he's starting to cheat, she gonna find out. In book 3, it's gonna be hell to pay. Surely
you try to make some shit make sense that don't make no sense. I'm telling you, it's gonna be Sarah. What's gonna happen is, she gonna because she done ran into Dre. And figured out, which didn't even make no sense.
But Dre is not cheating. I mean, Dre is cheating, but he's
not.
He's not cheating
that's
either.
not even his girlfriend.
Well,
that's not his girlfriend.
No.
No one has a relationship.
That ain't even his girlfriend. So how you cheat? But what I'm saying is the situation with Dre now.
What he did was worth being killed for, though. Like,
right. So she, because Dre essayed her or whatever, and now she realizes Sarah realizes that he works at the school
as the campus security.
Campus security, which is so weird because I know y'all don't know, but in book 2, Dre has a perspective, and he met her at that club, right? And he gonna say he didn't know the damn girl went to the school.
It don't matter.
The party on campus, but
hold on. That's a lie. That's a lie. Because she asked could she be dropped off back at the fucking campus.
He said she did.
Right.
But it was a college campus party where it was open.
I don't care. You should have still assumed.
But he should have known. She said that. She said, I got to go back. Take me back.
He said he just assumed that maybe she just parked her car there.
Oh, he's stupid.
I don't know why he has a point of view. Why does he have a point of view? I'm upset that you told me. I'm upset to know.
Because listen, this is what made me think that's why it's going to be Sarah. Because now that she knows he works on the campus, and he knows that she goes to the school that he works at. He has some past stuff that he had going on with some other women. This ain't the first time he did. Of
course not. They had this plan. They had that apartment or that room. That's something that's on standby.
He been like stalking her. She thinks he's stalking her or whatever. So I think because he don't want nobody.
So what you're telling me, this book is based around Sarah, not even Kimani.
So it's based around all of them, but I'm gonna let you know. But what I do know is the book title ain't coming together, baby. She should have picked something else.
The title of the book makes
sense. That goes into show.
The title of the book got to make sense to the plot, to the story of the book.
I mean, it just needs to, like, when you pick that book up for nobody
it's Kimani.
A relationship for 85 to 90% of that book.
Kimani.
Why would you pick that? Why would you title it that?
It's Kimani.
She says Kimani.
What? That killed
was not Sarah?
I did.
Well, we gonna see what happens.
We gonna read it, Rayn. Let's read it, Rayn. We gonna read it. I'm gonna read it.
Like for it to end up being good, I think that's what made people
five stars being good,
5 or whatever. Because this book has a higher rating than I would have imagined. I think because it's only 100 and something pages. I think people went on ahead and read and then went back and said once they got to the end, like, oh man, and went back.
Man, I did better for 115 pages.
Well, that goes to show that anybody can write a book nowadays.
Just like Ratatouille, anybody can cook.
Because it's only 100 and some pages, I'll fly through them right out. I read the book.
Yeah.
But
I think that's what people did. Like, because it said to be continued, they went right to the next one.
And that's fine, but it'll never get well, again, everybody got I have learned today, their rating that was today, baby, that took me out. I see now people have different reading
expectations. That was something else about this book. The simplicity.
It was very.
That's what we're using.
Yes. That's a great word, Lonnie.
Yes.
The simplicity of the writing.
The simplicity of the writing, repetitiveness. It just became redundant on some things.
Yeah. So if you like that type of read, then I can see, because of all the drama and back and forth, I could see you like the book. Like I said, I was saying, it's a product plan meets what was that book?
What was that one book? It wasn't The Boys from the Bottom.
Yes, it was.
Was it that one?
Yeah, it was.
It was one with the people that was getting pregnant left.
That was The Boys from the Bottom. Because every chapter someone knew was pregnant.
It's product plan meets Boys from the Bottom.
Written.
So it's drama.
I feel like the writing for those two though were way better.
Product plan was a little bit better.
More complex.
Boys from the Bottom, not.
No, the writing, this was just
sentence structure. The sentence structure. There was no complex sentences. There were almost no compound sentences. It was, very, very YA, written by a YA type.
Middle school.
And I said that. Yeah. I said that this is probably. I said that this was probably a younger. I would not be surprised if it was a really young writer. Mm-hmm. And as a full-grown adult, it ain't a young. Maybe they wrote it when they was young. That's all I'm saying. They might not be young now. Maybe they wrote it when they was young. But as a full-grown adult,
what was the overall rating for this book?
It's like a 4.6 or something.
It was 4 something. Yeah, it was almost a
4.7.
Multiple people gave this a 5-star.
But that's why I'm trying to say that I feel like they went on and read all 3, and they.
I wouldn't care if you read 17 of these books.
How she filled and how she, I don't know, but
ain't no way.
Ain't no way. I agree.
It ain't the 3 of them. I'm halfway.
This book was written in 2023. The lie.
But how old is she? Just because she published it in 2023, don't mean that's when she wrote it.
True.
That's true.
Because if I come out with my book, I got some old journals that I can pull out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like Michael Jackson and catch this shit in the closet.
Stories that you've abandoned, you come back to and pull
it's crazy to me that you can have like these ideas in your head for a book, right? And again, I've never written anything, so I really can't say much on it. But I could see so much potential with the story.
The storyline or the plot, like the meat of the book, is good. It's cool. I can see it being good. I can tell you that story. I can read the book, and if I tell you the story of what happens, and you be like, "Oh,
that sounds interesting.
That sounds good."
But then you read it, and you're like,
"I was looking for the chick to be really, really." I was looking for the chick to be really crazy, like in what's that? It's a thin line between love and hate. That's what I was.
That's what made me think it was gonna be Sarah, because she giving thin line.
Yeah. But I just was like, okay, this even I didn't really read it the back of it or anything like that. I think Lonnie read the back. I was like, okay, this, okay. But then you get in here, just like there's just.
I was looking for Becca to pop right back in, but Becca
she's got to come back and play her own perspective. She's got to come back.
She mentions
like
her in book 2. She ain't popped up yet though, but she does mention
like
the
this.
name.
You have your own perspective in the beginning of the book, right? You have Kamani's perspective, and you have Becca. You think you're gonna follow each of them on their own path, then. Okay, you're gonna get a little Kamani. Okay, fast forward. Becca, this is the shit she's doing. She done gone down this wrong path, and they done moved out the projects wrong path because she's sad and tripping because she dissed her friend all this crazy.
But this is where
what was the purpose of just having Becca in this story?
She's gonna come back.
She's gotta come back.
Shannon,
I think she just did that to introduce her, but she didn't.
Does she kill Becca? Does she kill Becca?
Yes, church person.
That's what happened. She killed Becca. Is Becca the one that Derek cheated with?
Yes, ma'am.
Hold on. Time out. Let's dial it back. Oh, she older than all of us.
Let's spin the wheel.
But again, I say, just because she put the book out then does not mean that's when she wrote it. Maybe she had a ghostwriter.
What the fuck?
Boo, mother sucker, to that ghostwriter. Because no, what?
Why? Why you saying no when she got a 4.7 star book?
You right. Why?
Man,
let me drink this cold water. Because
now I rated it a 1.
I
didn't even rate it. I didn't rate it.
I had to because I don't want nobody. And see, that's the reason. A book like that will get my 1-star review versus not. Because if it was a 3-star book, I probably wouldn't have rated it.
But you know what?
Tell me,
we need to bring that average.
I need to bring it down because
realistic average.
Looking at that book and gonna be like, oh, it's a 4-star book. It's good. And
so can the author go in there and erase like the comments and the
not on Goodreads?
Well, she can do what she feel like. I did my part. Now y'all won't go out there and read it. They're between you and your God. But I told y'all that book is a 1. So if you won't take your ass out there and read it, because somebody else, and I keep talking about this Rayn. Some of these people be writing these books like that. They like to read. Yeah. That's what they like to read. And then the books that are more
like
that drama and simplicity.
But it's people that I think they like those types of books that are simple versus ones that are more complex, because the ones that are more complex, those are going to get the lower ratings for you because your mental capacity can't wrap your mind around what the fuck these people saying. So you need this review.
I forgot to mute.
How she gonna turn her camera off? Be over there cackling.
Y'all know that girl gave.
I was trying not to say that.
That's so funny.
But I'm saying, but maybe that's what it is. And
I still need to go watch this video that you
I think some people that you're right. Like I do think they just don't like some books take too much, and I don't want to say too much thought, but it just takes too much energy for them. Like it's too much, and they just
like a lot of people who try to read fantasy who don't
take
read
too much
fantasy.
comprehension.
Yeah,
man, I should just sit up here and write. I could have write me a book. Damn.
But I think for me, the basis, like no matter what, no matter your reading level, your reading style, or anything, you need to have things that make sense in a book. If it don't make sense in a book, why is it in the book? Because it didn't even make sense for him to be this holier than now good guy.
But he wasn't.
He's not. But he was perceived. I have a good family. I wasn't raised that way. But you what?
Also,
that's not necessary. Just be a fuckboy.
But I mean, wouldn't you expect, because like you're pretentious, you have this BMW, like that's what people expect you to be doing anyway, because you showing off, you got this, well, he didn't show it off to her, but we know what you're driving on campus. We know you're probably using it to, pull in the girls.
And that's probably realistic for some people's lives. And you have to think about like that's, it's people who talk like that, they write like that. That's everybody around them. That's what that's what they're used to. So they write.
Did they be saying my man, even though they slept with them? They be saying that a lot, my man.
But no, just the verbiage. Every other word was a cuss word in this book. Like
that's what I'm trying to.
And I'm not even mad about that because y'all know I cuss like a sailor.
I mean, I cuss sometimes too. I was just like,
I feel like it brings your level of writing down a little bit. Like I get it. It's like you're talking. It's like you're writing what you're saying instead of writing for readers.
Right.
Yeah, but I honestly, I'm not as
even
mad
the good
about
guy,
the
the good wholesome
word.
guy, is cussing every other word, and it's almost like, is this the
Bitch,
best vocabulary that they have?
I
Like
think
when they're
it's-
talking to
I
the
just need to make
professor.
sense.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, like the cussing doesn't bother me because
If they
I
in
mean,
that
it didn't
cussing,
bother me.
I think they
but we're
needed to
on a-
also use other words. Like if you're gonna
Right.
use some good words in there, like
right.
some good stuff. I don't
We
know.
could
think
have had
you gonna
some
cuss.
3-syllable words.
I just need, if you're gonna cuss, at least like if your mama gonna cuss you out, just make sure that when your mama cussing you out, she where she's supposed to be. She ain't supposed to be in Texas. Let your mama cuss you out on the voicemail because she can't get in contact with you. It don't make sense for your mother, who wouldn't even pay your way to get to Texas,
Comes there
to come to Texas to beat you up.
to beat you up.
Just
That makes no
because.
sense. So
Yeah.
if you gonna make the mama cuss somebody out, I ain't mad at the cuss out.
No,
Right.
absolutely not.
Right.
FaceTime the girl to cuss out. Don't be sending her to Texas.
And have your phone up at the ceiling fan while you ignoring her.
Or she
let her
blocked,
do
so
what she
why is
do.
she even in the
Or
picture? Your
mute.
mama gone.
Yeah, as soon as you left A&T, or as soon as you left
Mama
Louisiana,
was
I don't
You
need
should
any more
die.
dialogue from the mom.
You should just kill the mama off because
It
she
should
holds
be-
no
I mean,
purpose.
I mean, I can see if
Oh, I got a
she
good
tried to
storyline.
call, or the teacher said she tried to call, and you'd be like, whatever, because when you see she called, you didn't have to answer the
Cause
phone.
who
Like,
paying that cell phone bill?
And then she's an adult. It's not like she's a minor.
Who paying the cell phone?
And why
bill
did she
on
even,
the
that
phone
teacher
that
give
the-
up
that
that
the
information?
guidance
She
counselor
could have
gave you?
just.
The teacher, I
yeah,
think
the
the
teacher
guidance
didn't have to
counselor
give her
paying
nothing because she
Your
grown now
guidance
and
counselor
she in
paying your cell
college.
phone bill?
Right.
Maybe she got a phone
She
call.
grown and she in college. I wouldn't have been scared about losing no job. If I decide that's what I'm gonna do with my money, what you gonna do about it?
Yeah. But my thing is too, like, if you're going to do this whole thing where, like, the mom, all you had to do was like 6 weeks into school, she gets a call from someone in her area. Oh, your mom died and had to come back. Then she goes back, right? And she sees Becca.
Becca. There you go.
Write the story, Whitney.
Right. But then, and we see how Becca has gone on. She may or may not be in college, but they're living parallel lives.
Boom. See, you guys do it.
Yep.
You guys can make up
Because
your
what we're gonna see,
Y'all done made Noah take his ass to jail. What Noah got to do anything?
Noah didn't have shit to do with it. Noah got out early. Noah escaped from jail.
But why is he
killed
even
the
a
mama.
factor? Like that made no sense for you to put that.
We
You
didn't
just
even have to know
used
Noah's
up.
name. We didn't even have to know Noah's name.
You used up 100 pages in a 120-page book to tell us something we ain't even need to know.
You didn't need to know at all. Because
So how old is lady again?
her living in the hood could have been a reason enough for the boy to get shot.
Shannon said the lady 52.
Right. And you know what? Like, seriously, I really thought when she went off and her parents moved her out, I really expect her to be, when she graduate, did she go to some Ivy League college? What is she getting in life?
She finna go to she finna end up at the same school as Kimani.
See, and I think I think for Becca too, what would have been an interesting storyline is like she's got her life together now. She's leaving the hood. She's going to this, but she don't have Becca. And we've been sitting here and Becca's been the one who's been taking care of her, like protecting her. But really it was Becca or Kimani who was giving, what was her name? Becca, reason to better herself because she had to be better for Kimani. But now that Kamani's not there because she threw her to trash, now Becca's life is unraveling. And she's in the neighborhood, but she's getting bullied because she's from the project. She's moved to this house, but you can't take the project out the girl. So she goes to this new neighborhood and she's getting made fun of. And now she's the trash friend. So her life is taking a huge turn. So as Kamani's life is starting to get better, now Becca's life is starting to take a turn and she has to make this decision. She's going to start working at the strip club because she don't.
You gotta write the book, Whitney.
Go ahead,
strip club, right? So Kamani's gonna go out one day and they're gonna run into her.
They having a party and
she getting married. She gonna get married, so it's her bachelor party.
It's her bachelor party, yeah. And she's gonna see the characters from Plus One there too. Because she's on the stage. But that makes sense to me. And then, that would have made sense.
And then Basil will come with her daddy and it'll be a zombie apocalypse. No, I'm just
Because
playing.
then Derek could have went out to the strip club for a bachelor party, and he could have met Rebecca.
Then somebody come in with the zombies, and somebody get bit.
Girl.
Bam.
And then somebody howl.
You know, it could have been a strip club that what was the people from Room?
Oh, how about she not in it? How about she owns the strip club?
We just made up our whole story.
But look at our story; it's so good though.
Yeah,
because it makes fucking sense.
And but not just that, the stupid police officer, he actually has some dealings with the guy that owns the strip club. So like they got this underground sex ring going on over there.
What book was that? We just read it.
I don't know.
What book was that with a man? Oh no, that was Platinum. That was the book I read.
That book.
Oh, okay.
That was the book Platinum Secrets, where the brothers had a strip club, but they ain't know it was a secret strip club. Go ahead.
See, but it's so much. It could have been really like
we just did our whole storyline. Bam, and we better get 5-star rating.
Will you rewrite it?
I'm just saying, just make it make sense. That's it. Just make it make sense, because there's so many ways.
Well, she got the scrap.
It's
a wrap on this book. She finds something.
Yeah.
It's a wrap on this. She should have just retitled it. I just think, I don't know. This what threw me off. I was just too done. Because the title,
like I said, we were literally waiting. We were begging. Can somebody please get cheated on? Like, and that's not even how we feel about, like,
what does
I thought the chick, I was waiting for her to just snap out, or even, But
when it took so long before, I'm like, damn, she ain't got no man yet. I'm 50% in. I'm 60% in. She does not have a relationship.
Nobody got a
main character.
Mama ain't got a man.
Mama can't keep nobody.
Nobody got a man.
Ain't nobody.
The roommate potential. Like,
damn, Rayn. Say how you really feel.
What did it say?
You wrote the review? Oh, I gotta go read the review. Oh my gosh, I'm going to read the review right now. I'm going to read it. I'm so excited. Oh my god.
I
told y'all I gave you one.
She was pissed off about having to read this book.
I'm seeing it through, my boy.
Did you like Amazon or was it on Goodreads?
Goodreads.
Let me find it.
It say what I'm saying right now. I ain't said nothing. Y'all already know how I feel about this book.
It's a little bit.
I'm trying to redeem it. That's why I said I was gonna read the rest of the books.
Ain't no redemption.
Cause see, I would have DNF'd.
Oh, you know what? She's been published since 2016, and everything has over.
She old enough.
I don't know. Maybe she got a big. I don't know. But people like those types of books. So I'm not even. Again,
can't be mad.
I promise you today, that TikTok I watched and that rating just let me know that there are people out here that like those types of books, and I'm just not that target audience. That there is an audience for those books, because if you will rate that book what you rated that book versus the book, I
still ain't find that video that y'all was talking about.
Hold up, she put it in the chat. She said,
you know how many things we talk about in the chat? I can't just.
It was today. We didn't talk about that much today. She sent it today.
Talking about the Tanning book?
Yeah. Let me see if I'm gonna bump it for you. I'll bump
How the hell you stressed out over this?
It was like the fifth video.
Anyway, so now everybody know how we feel about the book. Did anybody like the book?
No.
Okay, so nobody liked the book. Did anybody give it over?
So this is what I want to do. I want to look at somebody that did rate it 5 stars, and
I did.
So this is what she said. This one lady said, "Whew, child."
That's the one I'm talking about.
That's how she said.
Woo, child. This was full of mess. I feel so bad for Kaimani. She experienced so much trauma, and I just hope she heals from everything she went through. Her mom deserves jail. That's it. That's all. Becca is a terrible friend, and I hope she doesn't come back into Kimani's life in the next book. Sarah honestly needs to get her shit together. I'm wondering what is going to happen after that.
That only had 2 minutes.
I'm stressed out right now. I need book 2 right now.
I'm telling you, these are her arc readers.
Becca
was only
really like those types of books.
I loved everything about this book. There was another one. Whew! Got a bunch of W's. Child. OMG. When I say this book was good from beginning to end, child, I don't know where to start. All I know is I felt bad for Kimani and how people treated her, and she did not deserve that. And I swear her mama was so low down and selfish. This is all one sentence because there is no punctuation at the end. How she treated that girl, and her best friend was so... Her best friend was too. I just hate she had to go through that because it really affected her. I don't want to get too much in it because I want to see how part 2 gonna play out. But whew, when I say this is a must read, definitely a must read.
I'm not gonna lie, they sound very similar. I feel like this was scripted reviews.
No, it sounds very similar because they're all the same type of person that would give that book.
And I think, wait a minute, y'all. I think what it is they're not rating the book. They are emotionally attached to Kimani and the things that she's going through, and this emotional roller coaster. They're not even thought about plot. They have not thought about point of view. They have thought about, oh, this girl, and we are invested in her, and I'm so sorry that she experienced this. And oh my God,
place though, I can't.
But see, I don't even feel like even as a non-advanced reader, I would not choose this book and be like, oh, child, this was good.
No, I'd be like, even me starting out reading,
I would be like, them people that rated that book a 5, their TBR is full of Dr. Seuss, two fish, red fish, blue fish, bitch. That's what the fuck you used to read.
Oh my gosh.
So, needless to say,
they waiting on the next.
Anything else?
This was not our favorite read.
This might be one of my least.
Did I tell y'all something? That it got roaches. At least had a plot.
Was better than this.
And had roaches. That's the name of the book.
That was better than this.
That was called They Got Roaches.
This
yeah.
It says that roaches.
It's part 1 and 2.
Why would y'all even pick that up?
Trina.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm. I didn't read that book. It was the other books that I read. Like, what's that one?
We read CNA Thoughts. We read CNA Thoughts.
CNA Thoughts was better than this.
But why would that even see what I'm saying, Trina? So I'm saying you CNA Thoughts and that bitch got roaches.
I didn't pick that. I didn't read that book. And I'm gonna tell y'all, Lisa Kwame book, books is better than this one.
And actually, he has complex sentence. Like it's foolishness, but going into it, it's foolishness, but it has a plot.
See, I didn't be mad at foolishness because that's why I said it's like it gave me a little bit of Prada Plan because Prada Plan had a bunch of trauma and a bunch of crazy and like all kind of stuff going on and things that didn't really make sense. But I wouldn't have rated that book a 1.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
The entertainment made up for
no sense. Like y'all you just literally just was like, okay, I'm writing this story. No, this is what I'm thinking, and then you just said, "Oh, I'm gonna put this in there." Okay, now I'm gonna put this in there.
Everything flowed in Quan Mill's stories, and they actually do. I mean, it's foolishness because he even got one. You know, the one with that pastor that got caught with the. He got one that's kind of named
Pastor E. Pussy. It wasn't pussy. It was pussy.
Oh, okay.
See, he clearly just like
foolish. He liked that drama.
He likes, but his books like they don't be like I wouldn't be like, oh, I need to read this Quan Mill's book.
No,
they're not trash. They're not trash.
Right.
But he uses his titles and covers as
and it
gimmicks.
makes sense. I mean, because you probably know somebody that actually going through some stuff.
Yeah, but as long as the title and I don't think I would I wonder how we feel about this book if the title actually matched the book. And I think that's where I was like waiting on, like it just didn't make sense the whole time. I'm like, who is gonna get cheated? Like what? And so maybe if I just did, if the title,
it just made it seem like she was gonna be some like gangster girl.
That's why I the book. Because even the book with all the people that was getting pregnant and stuff, I don't even think y'all read all the rest of them. But I had to read the rest of the book because I was like, I was trying to make stuff make sense. I read all the books. I was like, I gotta figure out. I got to understand where you got that from. Who told you to do that?
Not who told you to do it. Who didn't tell you not to?
I'm saying, like, did you have beta readers? Did you have ARC readers? Did somebody make a suggestion? You just was like, no, this is good. Or did somebody say, oh yeah, do da da da? You was like, yeah.
But if she had beta readers and ARC readers who got invested in Kimani only, like these readers that are giving it 5 stars, if they've only invested it, like, girl, her story is crazy. Y'all got to read this, her story. Because to me, they're not thinking about all of the other stuff that goes into writing.
Then you didn't have enough ARC readers. Yep. Because if even if 1 out of 10, like you got 10 ARC readers, all of them ain't said that. And if every ARC reader that you had, if you got 10 ARC readers and all 10 of them was telling you the same thing, you pulling the wrong. You taking your sample out the wrong pool. You need to get something out of it.
Skewed data.
That don't make no sense.
It's absolutely skewed data because you won't.
Books that you have out there.
It's a lot.
But you want some of everybody. Like they don't. If everybody that read your book says the same thing before you release it, everybody says the exact same thing. Everybody give you 5. Somebody either lying, or
it's skewed data so that you won't have to go back and do
that
work.
That don't make no sense.
I mean,
family.
Well, I feel like too when you have
and they're lying. Even family should, even if it's family, if everybody
they should tell you the
then they're lying. Somebody somebody, not all of them, but somebody is lying because everybody should not have the same.
But it shouldn't even be. Oh, her story. Oh, because look how many points of views it is. Like, why do they only resonate with Kimani? Like somebody should have said, well, it's too many points of views because you've made them main characters. When you give them a point of view, you've instantly made them a main character.
Yeah,
if the story is supposed to be about Kimani or Moni or however you say her name, then we're missing the mark somewhere because there's so many. It's too many. There's too many other short stories as I see it in there because, like,
yeah,
where are we going?
Please don't tell me there's spinoffs either. Whew. Okay, let's spin this wheel. So we got Lonnie. Nope. Go back. I messed up. We have, dang it, I took the wrong person off. Shannon, Rayn, and Lonnie.
Yep.
Okay. Come on, thingy. Okay. Let's spin it.
Rayn.
Is that what they say?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Rayn.
Let me get my thing, please.
Oh yeah, goodness gracious. We need a good book, guys. We need a good book so bad.
Emily McIntyre out. We about to read.
Oh, hold on.
I haven't read all her books.
Oh. Let me see.
Shoot.
What y'all gotta outfit say? Y'all gotta taste the something.
No, just a palate cleanser at this point.
A good book. Just a good book.
I don't know what's in, baby.
I'm about to go look at my TBR. And Trina, start over.
Did you tell her to pour her jar out and start over?
No. It was a good book because y'all talked about it. Y'all talked about it.
I feel like sometimes it's easier to talk about trash books than it is to talk about good books. We done wrote 2-3 different books based off this book.
We have written some stories just that.
I want to read. Hold on, I already know what I want to read, and I think it's on. Let me see. I just seen it. Just came out. It's kind of like 1201 or something like that. Hold on.
Oh, Bella J.
Is that who it is?
Mm-hmm.
She wrote the book. She wrote a book about when we were talking about the age gap. Is that who that is?
Yeah, it's Bella J.
Bella J. Okay.
Yeah, 1201.
Can we read both of them?
What?
Are they Are they short?
Are they short? I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, here it is. A delusional enemies to lovers. Let me go look it up on Kindle.
Not a Delulu.
I just saw her posting about it, and I keep saying, I want. Now
What's the name of the author?
Bella J.
Bella J.
I'm fucking dead. Once I left, I sent my boy to the room to hit that too. I mean, she has some good, so he should indulge in that too.
That's what is that? That's this 1201 book?
That's part 2.
Oh, I was gonna say, please, God, no, I can't take it.
I was gonna say, what?
I was gonna say, no, choose again.
This book is 318 pages.
Oh, the book came out today.
Oh, never mind. Just one.
Oh, you know what? Hold on. I lied. That ain't what I want to read. I want to read. Hold on. I don't know if I think it's gonna be. I want to read Rayn.
Rayn.
Yeah. Shannon got a book coming out.
But
I don't know. It don't come out till Friday. You think it's gonna be on KU?
How many pages is it gonna be?
Now you know I don't know.
Is it nasty?
Well, if you pick this, if I go next week, I'll pick it.
Rayn.
Yeah. I'm putting it in mine.
Okay, I guess we'll stick with 1201. I really want to read Rayn though.
Who is it by now? You said,
especially because it's Rayn. Like,
oh, it makes sense.
Okay, so it's
Shannon. But it don't come out. It comes out Friday.
No, we can read Tanner.
Yeah,
we can wait because today's Wednesday.
I was about to say I don't read my book.
I just don't want to. You
right
know, plus one was like 600 pages. I was like, whoa.
I was gonna say I don't know. It's called Rayn though. It comes out on the 3rd.
Does she?
She was posting about, huh?
I wonder if there's if she has how many pages. Because even if you go on Kindle or Amazon, if it's not out, it'll still give you like a.
That's if the author has put it up.
Put it up. Yeah.
It ain't. I don't see it on. Let me see it. Does she got a website?
I see it. It's right here.
On Amazon.
It's 465 pages.
Ooh. I mean, I could read that.
Yeah, we can. It's Rein or Rain?
Reigh.
Re.
Oh, okay.
Like rain.
Okay.
Like they reign and rule.
Okay.
When the darkness from the past consumes your entire existence, what will it take to finally break free from a stigma and take your spot at the top? Growing up, Taj had a hard life, so hard that when he was presented with a once-in-a-lifetime chance to start over, he didn't believe that his luck had finally changed. Years later, Taj is doing amazingly well, but his troubled past still haunts him. After a one-night stand, Taj accepts it as a push he needed to break out of his funk, but it left him with a difficult question to solve. Who was in his bed? When the truth is finally revealed, Taj is faced with more challenges than that will further prove just how ready he was to accept his throne. Oh shit.
So, but this is crazy. When you look at her books, this is it says part 3 in the series, but the first one is the contract, the second one is the Evol, and then this one. But those have nothing to do with because contract was a standalone.
I think it's got something to do with like love or something.
Okay, because she calls this the Tannin verse.
Yeah, I think it's just. Don't give me the line. I don't know, but I saw it was coming out, so. Yeah, that'd be a good thing for us to read. Maybe she'll pop in, and we can talk about it.
Sounds good.
Y'all cool with read or we gonna do 1201?
No, I don't care.
We gonna read
whatever you want to do.
It's basically about reading the same but that book 400, this book 400.
Oh. Okay.
1201.
I mean, Rayn. We're gonna read cool. Rayn. Rayn's pick is Rayn.
Rayn by Tannin.
Oh, I like the cover.
The cover is pretty.
See, with this cheap ass thing, you can't even see the cover because it's only black and white.
It's a guy.
It's a guy in a suit.
You can see it, but you can't really see it, because it's dark over there. It don't.
We gonna see her in it. I love you, Tana, but I'm gonna tell you if it's trash now.
Sure will. Sure will.
Anyway.
Where? On that note.
On that note.
Till next week.
We'll be here.
We will be reading Rayn, Reign, by Shannon.
By Tan and Tails.
I'm excited.
Y'all make sure y'all get y'all free books.
Yeah, I'm down.
Some of them aren't free yet.
Some of them aren't free yet.
So one of the books on there, the Enemy in Our Bed by Erica V.
Is good.
It's so good.
What is it called?
The Enemy in Our Bed.
What is it?
In our bed?
That's the Enemy in Our Bed. Yep.
What is it under?
Isn't that thing that link that Shannon sent us? I just clicked on free books. That first one that's popped up and says free books.
But I'm saying they're like broken down in categories.
I didn't click on any. I just clicked on when the page first loads, it says like free books, and then I just scrolled down and it was right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's called The Enemy in Our Bed. Erica B. She wrote that. I gave that book 5 stars.
Okay, let me get it right now. So
yeah, I like her writing. I think I read a few of her books. I like her. Yeah.
All right, y'all. We will see y'all next Wednesday, 8:30. Be there, be square.
Be here.
Bye. See y'all. Bye, y'all.